thought they'd buried me, tossed me into the pit and turned their backs, smug in their belief that I was done, dead, forgotten. But let me tell you something about the shadows they left me in. It's where I found my strength. It's where I became something they could never imagine. They built this fire, but now it'll consume them. Every single one of them. They believed they were untouchable. Thought they'd strip me of everything. My power, my pride, my purpose. But they forgot something vital. You can take a man's possessions, his name, even his life, but you can't take the hunger. That's mine, and it's endless. They're sitting there now, laughing, drinking, celebrating their little victory, clueless that I'm watching, listening, waiting, because this isn't over, not even close. What they stole from me isn't just coming back, it's coming back tenfold. The pain they gave me will feel like mercy compared to what I'll unleash. You see, they don't know what they've awakened. I am the reckoning they never saw coming. The storm they thought they escaped. I'll make them regret the day they ever crossed me. I'll drag them kicking and screaming to the summit of my triumph. And when I stand there, there'll be nothing but ashes beneath my boots. They'll see the ruins of everything they've built, everything they've loved. And they'll know it was me. They'll know I didn't just destroy their world. I owned it. I'll burn it so thoroughly, so completely, that even the ghosts will fear the aftermath. They'll try to run. They'll try to hide. But there's no corner dark enough, no fortress strong enough to shield them from me. I am the shadow that follows, the whisper in the silence, the fire they thought they extinguished but only fanned. And when I find them, and I will find them, they'll beg for the mercy they denied me. They think they're strong. Ha! Strength. They wouldn't recognize real strength if it ripped their world apart. Their strength is built on lies, on comfort, on the false belief that the weak will stay down. But me, I've been down, and now I'm rising, and I'm taking everything with me. They'll choke on the smoke of their burning empires. They'll scream when the walls they built come crashing down, because I'm not coming back to plead or to negotiate. No, I'm coming back to destroy, to remind them who they underestimated, to show them what fear really looks like. They'll watch as I take everything they care about, piece by piece, brick by brick, and dismantle it. They'll feel helpless, powerless, This is justice. My justice. They laughed when they pushed me down, smiled when they stole what was mine. But they forgot the most important rule. Never let the villain survive. Because villains, we don't forget. We don't forgive. We wait. And when the time is right, we strike. Not to hurt, not to wound, but to end. They'll learn the hard way that their victories were temporary, their celebrations premature. I've been forged in the fire they lit, tempered by the hatred they sowed. I'm not the same as before. I'm sharper, deadlier. And now, there's nothing left to lose. They'll wish they killed me. Oh, how they'll wish. Because I'm not just coming back to fight. I'm coming back to dominate. To own the battlefield. To rewrite the rules. And when it's over, they'll wonder how they ever thought they stood a chance against me. They'll cry out for help, but there will be no one left to save them. They'll scream my name, but I'll be the only one who answers. They'll realize too late that their worst mistake wasn't betraying me. It was thinking I'd stay broken. They'll see me in their nightmares, hear me, in every silence, feel me, in every shadow. I'll haunt them long after I'm done with them, because this isn't just about revenge. It's about making them understand that I'm not like them. I'm not bound by their rules, their morals, their limits. I am beyond all of it. They wanted a fight, but I'm bringing a war they can't win, a war they won't survive. And when it's over, when the dust settles, the only thing left standing will be me. They think they know pain. They haven't even begun to feel it. They think they know fear. Wait until they look into my eyes and realize there's no escape, no salvation, just me and the hell I've brought with me. They'll watch their world crumble, and they'll know it was me. They'll beg for it to stop, but I won't. Not until they've lost everything, just like I did. Not until they're on their knees, staring at the ruins of their lives, broken and defeated. And then, and only then, will I let them understand the truth. I didn't come back for them. I came back for me, to prove to myself that I could rise, that I could take what was stolen and make it mine again, to show them that the villain isn't the one who loses, it's the one who endures. They'll remember my name long after I'm gone. They'll tell stories about the one who couldn't be destroyed, who rose from the ashes to burn everything to the ground. And those stories, they'll end the same way every time, with me standing at the top, unchallenged, unstoppable. They'll see me, and they'll know I am their reckoning. I am their nightmare, and I will burn everything. Everything they built, everything they love, everything they are, until there's nothing left but the silence of their defeat. They'll regret the day they crossed me. They'll regret the day they underestimated me. And they'll regret the day they thought they could win. Because now, I'm unstoppable. Now, I'm inevitable. Now, I'm the fire they'll never escape. They thought they were safe. They thought it was over. But it's only just begun. And when it's done, when I've taken everything, they'll know one thing for certain. I don't lose, I don't quit, and I don't forgive. I burn. They'll look at what remains of their so-called victories and wonder why it all turned to dust. But that's the thing, isn't it? Victory is fleeting when it's stolen. It rots from the inside out, eating away at the foundations until it all collapses under its own weight. And I'll be there, standing amidst the ruins, watching them crumble into nothingness. They'll call me ruthless, a monster, a villain. But what does that make them? The ones who stabbed first? The ones who betrayed, lied, and laughed as they tore everything I loved apart. They'll paint me as the darkness. But the truth is, I'm their reflection, their creation. Everything they did to me, every cut, every scar, every betrayal, it's all coming back to them. Do they think I'll stop? That I'll falter halfway through? No. I'll take this rage, this fire, and I'll fuel it with their screams. They'll watch as everything they love turns to ash. Not quickly, no. Slowly. Painfully. I'll make sure they feel every moment of it. And when they think it can't get worse, I'll remind them I'm just getting started. They thought they knew pain, thought they understood suffering, but the pain they inflicted on me, that was nothing compared to what I've become. They didn't break me, they forged me. I'm sharper now, harder, colder, and when I return, they'll feel the edge of that blade. They think they can hide behind their walls, their armies, their allies. But walls crumble, armies scatter, allies betray. I've seen it all before, and I've learned the truth. In the end, everyone stands alone. And when they do, I'll be there, ready to show them the true meaning of despair. They'll try to fight back, of course. They'll gather their forces, rally their strength, but it won't matter, because I don't fight fair. I don't play by their rules. I'll hit them where it hurts, where they're weakest. And I won't stop shadows of the people they used to be. I'll make them watch as I take the very things they thought they could protect. Their power, mine, their pride, shattered. Their legacies, erased. I'll turn them into ghosts, forgotten by the world they once tried to rule. They'll try to make excuses to justify their actions. It wasn't personal, they'll say. We had no choice. But I'll remind them that every action has consequences. Every betrayal a cost. And they'll pay it all. Every last piece of it. With blood, with tears, with the very souls they thought were untouchable. They thought I was done when they knocked me down. Thought I'd disappear into the void they left behind. But they underestimated the one thing they never understood. Resilience. The kind that doesn't just endure, but grows, sharpens, becomes unrelenting. I didn't just survive their betrayal. I thrived because of it. They don't realize it yet, but I'm already inside their heads. Every shadow, every creak in the floorboards, every whisper in the dark. It's me. I'm the fear they can't shake. The doubt that gnaws at the back of their minds. I'm the storm they can't prepare for. The nightmare they can't wake up from. And when I finally step out of the shadows, they'll understand. Understand that they never had control. That every move they made was leading them here. To this moment. To their inevitable end. Because I'm not just coming for them, I'm coming for everything. Their power, their pride, their illusions of safety. I'll tear it all away and leave them with nothing. They'll remember me long after I'm gone. Not as a man, but as a force of nature. A hurricane that tore through their lives and left nothing but devastation in its wake. They'll tell stories about me, warn their children about the price of arrogance, the cost of betrayal, and in every story, they'll speak my name with fear. But fear isn't enough. No. I want them to feel something deeper, something worse. I want them to feel regret. Regret for every choice that led them here. Every decision that brought them face to face with their reckoning. I want them to lie awake at night, haunted by the realization that they could have stopped this. That they could have chosen differently. And when it's over, when the fire has consumed everything they held dear, I'll stand amidst the ashes and smile. Not because I've won, but because they've lost. Lost in every way that matters. And that's the thing. Isn't it? This was never about winning. It was about proving a point. about showing them that no matter how high they climbed, how far they ran, they could never escape the storm. They'll try to rebuild, of course. They'll try to rise from the ashes, to reclaim what they've lost. But they'll find that there's nothing left to reclaim. Because I won't just burn their world. I'll salt the earth beneath it. Make sure nothing ever grows again. Make sure they can never rise, never rebuild, never forget. They'll learn too late that I'm not like them. I don't settle for victory. I demand obliteration. Total, absolute, undeniable. And when they finally understand that, it'll be too late. Because by then they'll already be gone. They thought they were untouchable. Thought they could do what they did and walk away unscathed. But now, they'll see. They'll see what happens when you push a man too far. When you take everything from someone who has nothing left to lose. They'll see, and they'll regret. Oh, how they'll regret. And when they do, when the weight of it all finally crushes them, they'll know one thing for certain. I was never their victim. I was their reckoning, their downfall, their end. They don't know what's coming. They think they've won, that the chapter's closed. But this isn't the end of the book. It's just the beginning of the next volume. A darker volume. One where their victories are rewritten into warnings. Their laughter drowned out by screams. And their castles reduced to ruins. They think I'm just a man, bound by the same limits, fears and weaknesses that hold them back. But they don't understand. I'm beyond all that now. I've torn through every chain, destroyed every weakness, rebuilt myself in the fires of their betrayal. I am no longer bound by their petty rules, their shallow morals, their fragile laws. They're sitting on their thrones, clinking their glasses, convinced they're untouchable. That's the beauty of it. They've grown so comfortable, so complacent, that they've forgotten what it feels like to be hunted. I'll remind them. I'll strip away every illusion of safety they've wrapped themselves in. Tear down every wall they think protects them. They thought I was gone, but I've been watching, studying, waiting, because that's what separates me from them. I'm patient. I don't rush into battles unprepared. I don't waste my strength on fleeting anger. No. I let it simmer. Let it grow. Let it transform into something unstoppable. When I strike, it won't be a single blow. It'll be 1,000. It'll be precise, calculated, devastating. I'll hit them where they're weakest, where they never thought they'd have to defend. Their minds, their hearts, their very souls. And I won't stop until there's nothing left. They'll try to fight back, of course. They'll rally their armies, call in their allies, muster whatever strength they have left. But it won't matter, because I won't fight them on their terms. I'll drag them into the shadows, into my world, where their rules don't apply, and their strength means nothing. Do they think they can outsmart me? Out-scheme me? They wouldn't even know where to begin. Every plan they make, every move they take, I'll be 10 steps ahead. I've spent every waking moment preparing for this, honing my mind, sharpening my will. They can't outthink me because they can't comprehend what I've become. They'll turn on each other before it's over. That's the thing about people like them. They're only loyal when it's convenient. When the fire gets too close, they'll throw each other into the flames just to save themselves. And I'll be there, watching, laughing, as their so-called alliances crumble into nothing. But I won't let them off that easy. No, they don't get to destroy themselves. That's my job. I'll make sure they see it coming, that they feel the weight of their choices bearing down on them. I'll make them look me in the eyes as their world collapses around them, so they know exactly who's responsible. They'll beg for mercy, but mercy is a luxury I can't afford. Not after what they've done, not after what they took from me. Mercy is for the weak, for those who don't understand the cost of betrayal. But me, I understand it all too well. They think they've built something permanent, don't they? They look at their towers, their armies, their kingdoms, and see empires. But empires are fragile things. They rise on the backs of those they trample, and they fall when those same backs refuse to bear the weight. They don't know it yet, but I am the crack in their foundation, the shadow that will stretch across their entire world until it collapses under its own arrogance. They think they're safe because they can't see me, but I'm always there, watching, waiting, planning. They will see the first signs soon enough. Little things. A trusted ally who suddenly disappears. A loyal soldier who begins to doubt. The whispers of rebellion in the places they thought untouchable. It will start slow, subtle, and they won't even realize what's happening until it's too late. But that's just the beginning. Oh no, that's just the prelude to the real destruction. I won't stop at cracking their walls. I'll bring the entire fortress down. I'll tear it apart stone by stone, until all that's left is rubble and regret. They will hear my name whispered in every dark corner, see my face in every shadow. They'll sleep with one eye open, afraid of the nightmares that have become their reality. And when they finally see me, when they come face to face with the storm they thought they escaped, they'll understand what true fear feels like. Now, I am the void, the darkness that devours everything in its path, the fire that burns without end. They can't kill me because I've already died. They can't destroy me because I've already been broken and rebuilt stronger than before. They will try to deny it, to convince themselves that they still have the upper hand. But the truth is, they've already lost. Every move they make, every step they take, only brings them closer to the edge of the abyss. And I'll be there to push them over. They'll reach for their power, their weapons, their armies, but it won't matter, because I'm not just coming for their strength. I'm coming for their very souls. I'll strip away everything they've built, everything they've become, until they're nothing but hollow shells of the people they used to be. They will watch their world burn, and they'll know it was me. They'll feel the heat of the flames, hear the crackle of their empires collapsing, and they'll understand that there's no escape, no salvation, no redemption. This isn't revenge, it's retribution. It's the price they pay for their arrogance, their betrayal, their cruelty. They thought they could take from me and walk away unscathed. But now they'll see the truth. Every action has consequences, and theirs have led them here. They'll remember this moment for the rest of their lives. However brief those lives may be. They'll remember the sound of my voice, the weight of my words, and the promise I made to burn everything they hold dear. They'll look into my eyes and see the fire that burns there, the unrelenting fury that drives me forward. And they'll realize, too late, that they never stood a chance. Because I'm not just a man, I'm a force of nature, a storm that can't be stopped, a fire that can't be extinguished. They'll learn the hard way that there's no escaping me, no outrunning the darkness I bring. They'll try, of course. They'll flee to their fortresses, their strongholds, their safe havens. But I'll find them. I'll break down their doors, tear through their defenses, and drag them out into the light. crushes everything in its path, they'll see and they'll understand that this isn't just about me. It's about the world they've built, the lies they've told, the lives they've destroyed. They will pay for it all, with blood, with tears, with the very essence of who they are. They'll pay until there's nothing left to give, and then they'll pay some more. Because this isn't just about revenge, it's about justice. They'll realize that they were wrong to underestimate me, to think they could destroy me without consequences. They'll realize that I am not like them. I don't fight for power, for wealth, for glory. I fight for the truth, for the reckoning they tried so hard to avoid. And when it's all over, when the fire has consumed everything, they'll look back on this moment and understand that it was inevitable, that they were always destined to fall, to burn, to be erased from existence. Because I am the end of their story. I am the fire that burns without mercy. The storm that leaves nothing but silence in its wake. I am everything they feared. Everything they tried to destroy. Everything they will never escape. And I will burn